Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your late out of date NXT uh, Vengeance Day 2023 review. Why is it Vengeance Day? Remember when they used to have a pay per view called Vengeance, and they're calling it now Day? What, is this supposed to be a toss up with Valentine's Day? This is supposed to be something similar to Valentine's Day? Then why not just call it St. Valentine's Day or something? They can't bring Massacre because, like, that's not PG there. But, like, then call it St. Valentine's Day or something. And the show's had nothing to do with Valentine's Day or whatever. Like, it's supposed to be that. Again, what was the point of a pay-per-view? I don't know. I don't know that. I'll be honest with you. This show didn't need to be a pay-per-view. NXT doesn't really need pay-per-views. I'll be honest with you there. And and plus I forgot I was like on like that night. After the show ended, I did try to watch it, but now I'm able to have the time. I was hoping to record a video early Sunday, but I didn't. Now I'm gonna record it, then upload it. Now I'm recording it now midnight, and I'm uploading this whenever Monday. I got lots of videos to do in regards before Raw. But hey, let's try to do this review, shall we? Alright, grab your Coca-Cola, drink my Miss by Miss Bitch, go, oh shit, I already got it poured up, okay? Good stuff. Think some bitches go, oh shit. You know, especially Valentine's around corner, you give her a chick, give her a Coca-Cola in a Styles glass. Give her a big black, give it to her, hook her in a big black couch. That's what you gotta do. It's good stuff. So let's talk about this. So the main thing about this show is that NXT's back on the road there. Hopefully that's a permanent thing, because I gotta tell you. So first of all, the show wasn't the worst of all time. It wasn't bad. It was definitely better than usual. It's just like if only like, but maybe this might change things. I will say this. This is definitely something I'm really happy they're doing. And I hope this becomes a permanent thing, that this show was not in the Performance Center, they were in the arena. And I like that. It helped me. I like that not just because it's not only different, it's also that, like, it looks more appealing. Like, you could do so much with now the show being in an arena. Plus, like, I don't know, like, I mean, I'm not saying they should do tapes or whatever, but, like, just imagine, like, you, like, first of all, that gets the chance for people to want to go to these shows or whatever. Obviously, that gives a better... Let's say if you even have wrestlers from, like, the main roster come to NXT, even though they don't need to. If you even do that kind of shit, it's like, it's going to be better presentation. I feel like the show will have a better presentation. You'll be able to have pyros. Plus, the positive of this, too, is you help the wrestlers get ready for the main roster, but like this. You present them as you were on the fucking main roster for... And if anything, I think this will actually help people, like, in a way, watch the show more, because it'll be more visually appealing, I think. I do think so, and wholeheartedly. People are saying this show looked like Raw. I don't think that was a bad thing. It still looked like NXT, but with, like, in the arena, which I think that looked... And hopefully it will be a permanent thing. When I heard, like, they're back on the road, hopefully it means they actually literally going to be in the arena. And they're not going to rely on the Performance Center, because the Performance Center legit looks cheap, I'll be honest with you. Again, this is still a show. Plus, it doesn't help that you're presenting this show you're presenting this on a fucking channel. You're on a TV channel. Maybe it'll be a big, maybe it'll be different, like if it was, I don't know. It'll be a different story if it was on a network still, as a network special thing. But in all honesty, definitely, that's what they. If you want make people watch, I do think with that presentation, the way you have it, will definitely make people probably care a bit better. And it'll make the show better, in my opinion. The presentation itself made the show way better than usual, and I think that's like really good. Plus, not just that. What I was gonna say about the better presentation. Yeah, hopefully they'll be on the arenas. I will say this, like, what I remember, like, the last few big NXT shows or whatever, what was the problem with those shows? That they were in the fucking Performance Center. Even that big show where they did, like, that stupid, what was it, Worlds Collide show, right? Where they had fucking NXT and NXT UK. That show should have felt like it was way bigger than it was. And imagine if that show was, like, in front of, like, the fucking... I don't know, even like all these NXT big shows or whatever. Unless that's what they're going to do. And hopefully it does not mean that these shows are going to be back in the Performance Center or they're going to be in some small fucking arena. or some. I mean, be an arena at least where they could do some pyros, they could do some all that kind of shit. I think that definitely an arena will help them more better than just being the performance center. Or they should go Full Sail. Full Sail is literally just the fucking performance center. Was it because freaking I don't know. It's like what? It's because it's like they had NXT there all the time and shit like that. It was like their fucking Manhattan Center with ECW and shit, or the ECW Arena. Who really cares, You couldn't do like pyro there. You couldn't do all these big things there. Better presentation will help the show. All right. So the show started with the first match. Wesley defeated D-Jack. The big highlight of that match was D-Jack breaking his middle finger, which is like, holy shit, that happened. That was like the first thing I saw in relating to this show before watching the whole show, so that's why I didn't do the review, because I didn't remember the show was on, and plus, like, I had other shit to do, so I wouldn't, so that was definitely sad to see. Hopefully the guy's okay. Here's the thing, the match was not bad at all. It actually wasn't bad at all. The problem, though, with this match was that, I'm sorry, but, like, this is a problem with, like, all these matches are long for the sake of being long. What is really the story of this match? And plus, it's just like, it's just like David versus Goliath. Shut up with this whole bullshit, like David versus Goliath, because that's so typical, and you always see all these small guys beating the fucking bigger wrestlers. And I'm sorry, what is so special about Wesley? Wesley is just literally a fucking jobber. I hate to say it, he's a vanilla midget. Okay, the guy has no character at all. And apparently, like, well, why do you care about characters? We don't need. What you talking about? We don't need characters. It's not like YouTube said, motherfucker. Wrestling has always been about characters. If you needed, you wouldn't be anything without a character. You need a character. No matter what you are, characters matter in pro wrestling. You dumb fucks. You can't just say your character doesn't matter. That's just fucking dumb. A character should matter. Like, it should always matter. Not having a character is gonna be stupid. But yeah, the match wasn't really that bad. It started off like not really like interesting, but it then picked up. D-Jack, the fucking D-Jack guy, Dominic Dajakovic or whatever he calls himself now. He has a weird look. At least tries to look something, but it's like, don't go to hurt people, and yet the guy loses. It's like his new character and whatever. And the guy loses. But yeah, he lost he lost with a fucking like injiguri. Like the guy, fucking Wesley did like a double flip to the injiguri. It's like, really? But like I don't know, bunch of flips and whatever. It's fine. The match was not too terrible. Tony D'Angelo and his assistant got involved for some reason that costed D-Jack the match. It's like, whatever. They were gonna D-Jack was gonna use the wheelchair. He was gonna use a chair. He had like the Wesley tied up to it, and then like freaking that led to Wesley like not getting hit. I don't know, because of Tony D'Angelo. How can I forget? Before this match started, the show started with Charlotte Flair. Yeah, Charlotte Flair, who tries to look seductive. She fucking has you show. God forbid, you want women to be. You want to treat them like the same. Yeah, you're showing them like their legs and shit like that. And then you go to see it's fucking Ric Flair Jr. It's Ric Flair and Dragon. We're supposed to actually so seductive. God forbid if you do that with a chick, but you do. I find that funny that WWE does that more with all these unattractive women. Like, why are you not doing that with Alexa Bliss and whatever? I mean, they would have probably done it with Mandy Rose, since that was her gimmick, but she's not there, sadly. But anyways, that happened. That was the first match there. Second match. Fallon Henley and Kiana James defeated Kantana Chance and Kaden Carter. A.k.a. one of them is like Casey Catanzaro, like the fucking Ninja Warrior chick, who's kind of cute. Who's pretty cute, actually. I don't mind this title change. Like, I guess it helps, like, the relationship building with the fucking Fallon Henley and Kiana James chick. So, but, it is what it is. You kind of thought, like, maybe they might lose, but hey, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. They might do some rematch where they probably lose back to titles and build to their stupid feud or whatever. Probably. I don't know. That might happen. Then we see Drew Gulak tells Hank Walker that he needs to have proper wrestling gear. Building a star, not a house. And building, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, whatever. Why we're supposed to care about this Drew Gulak shit and all this fucking supposed storyline? I just think this is the most boring thing because Drew Gulak has no character. Or he's like boring. It's like his character's that I'm a great wrestler. Like, shut up. Who cares? Carmelo Hayes defeats Apollo Crews in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Carmelo Hayes won 2 straight falls, so this was like one of the few 2 out of 3 falls match where the match went straight to falls. I don't know why people pretend to care about Carmelo. I don't hate the guy. I can see why people pretend to like him. I think that's why. I do think the guy's kind of small, to be honest with you. Like, that's just my opinion. I don't know. And what is his real character? What is really his character? That, yo, I'm black, man. Shit. That's literally like his character, apparently. Like, he's just like, yo, I'm black, man. What's going on? Yo, shit, man. Well, yo, what's up with that? Like, yo, man, like he's like the bad. He's like, oh, he's basically the heel Street Profit. And like the only kind of like cool black tag team that we see that act cool ghetto black or whatever was Crime Time. I don't know. I don't see the appeal about Carmelo Hayes. To be honest with you, there. Like, what's so cool? What's this real character? Like, oh, but you know, I'm money, man. Yeah, man, money. Yeah. Like, what? It's like, what? Well, whoop-de-doo. You're great. Still Crime Times. I feel like every fucking black wrestler that ever came to WWE, besides like, let's say, Bobby Lashley, The Rock. Oh, but he's Samoan. Who cares? Whatever. Even the New Day, at least they're not fucking, But, I mean, when they did their funny black game, when they talk about booty aid and shit like that was actually funny. But they actually fucking managed to do shit, but, I mean, they're still kind of gay when they actually do stupid shit, but they try not to be gay. Like, why is it? Guys like the Street Profits. Fucking... What else? Freaking Street Profits... I think now Carmelo Hayes. Like, fucking... All these fucking people come... Even Wesley, even. Like... Why do these guys manage to have fucking their characters? Like, it's basically the same. Like, they're black, man. I get it, you're black, okay, but like, fucking, hey, what is your character and what's cool about you? It's nothing cool about them. I swear to God, they're like the least cool black person you ever see. It's like, I'm sorry, I hate to say, I understand you're black. Like, what fucking, hey, it's the truth. I don't know what to tell you. God, like, they're no different than... You ever fucking notice in the YWC, there's like... If there's a guy who's African-American that makes YouTube videos, they're like the least coolest African-American you see. That's because fucking, actual fucking cool black people, Like, yo, W whack, man. It fell off and shit. I ain't gonna watch that shit, man. Like, nah, give a fuck, man. Why the fuck am I seeing fucking gay faggots like fucking Sonny Kiss and Nyla Rose and fucking Dolph Ziggler and Cody Rhodes, man? Why that... fucking faggot that was on the Legacy team and shit, man. He like the top star, man. What the fuck? This shit whack as fuck, man. I ain't watching that crap. But yo, what about that Roman Reigns, man? Roman Reigns said he almost said the N-word nigga, man. Is he black? I don't know, but yeah, he cool. Who gives a shit, bro? That's how they fucking react, man. No one cares about fucking, I don't know, whatever. Gallus defeated the New Day, Pretty Deadly, and Chase University in a fatal 4-ring tag match for the tag titles. They did this stupid shit where I think it's like fucking lame. Where, it's 2 people from each team are fighting. Instead like 4 teams. I don't like that kind of shit. I don't like that kind of tag team wrestling. I would rather like 4 of each team. I think that happened before. I don't know, like, when do they decide, they either, randomize, either we do it this way or the other, back in the day, I don't know. In my opinion, this stupid fucking, tag team match where they do a fatal 4-way or triple threat, it's, only 2 people, I think that's kind of dumb and lame. It's confusing. They don't need to do that at all. Anyways, but the match was fine. We got a table spot, whatever, but the match was fine. It's just it was hard to... It started off pretty boring, not really give a shit about, so whatever. Oh yeah, how can I forget the Carmelo Hayes versus Apollo Crews match? Like, the only thing, like, wow, like, I basically didn't really care too much about the match. I'm sorry. Like, it really wasn't really interesting, in my opinion. But then Carmelo, and then, like, oh, Dabakato, that's what they call him, aka the Commando Aziz guy, who was, like, the manager for Apollo. He beats him up. He beats up Apollo. Like, oh, man, like, whatever, you know? It is what it is. Yeah, the Gallus team's whatever. The fifth match, Roxanne Perez defeats Gigi Dolan, JC Jane. Oh wow, JC fucking was it like Gigi Dolan gets pushed through the table. That was like how the ended a super rolling. What was it the rolling fucking Melina move? It was the Melina move, you know. That's what she usually did. It was like from the top rope. My problem with this match, I mean, here, I get it. Oh, wow, the tag teams are fighting each other. I thought, you know, they're going to help each like that's stupid. Like, it's like a typical, like, one in, like, you make sure, like, for a change, we get a triple threat match where they actually basically actually does become a handicap match, and Roxanne actually tries to overcome the odds. Because it basically kind of established that, wow, they just fought each other anyways. You know, fucking JCJ and Gigi Dolan. About Gigi Dolan, I know I've been embracing a little bit of Gigi Dolan lately on my NXT reviews, but yet fucking what the fuck? Why right when I'm starting to actually think this chick is actually kind of hot, she fucking goes on to look fucking weird, when weird in this show. Like she has weird fucking makeup, and then like I understand like it's hard to like I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of a lot of times, like, you know, women wearing piercings and shit like that. But is it hard to, like, at least try to be attractive or whatever when you, like, legit have stupid, colorful hair and piercings and fucking weird makeup? I can do with the hair. I think she makes it look work. Fine. But is it hard to try, like, the weird makeup and even the fucking, beard? I don't fucking know. It is what it is there, but I don't know. JC Jane's alright. Just I'm sorry though. Definitely the lack of Mandy Rose does not help this group anymore. It really doesn't. It definitely goes to show like wow, there's not a lot of soul left for Toxic Attraction. It's a darn shame, but what can you do? All I have to say is fuck WWE. I actually will like come on. Who gives a shit? The fucking chick. You're doing a fucking gimmick where one chick's name like she does a fucking Twitch stream gimmick. And apparently, it's like still different. Oh, but she does new. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I just think, especially because, like, come on, Mandy Rose. Like, I thought you guys like care about the money, right? Mandy Rose is a person who can give you a lot of ratings, who can get you the most viewership possible. And you want to fucking fire her, because I'm going to tell and... No, it's just bullshit. No, it's just, let's be honest, it's fucking hypocritical bullshit. They can make up all the excuse they want. I'm sorry, but y'all a bunch of fucking hypocrites. Let's be honest here. Let's be for real, okay? Then we see, like, fucking Grayson Waller. He's, like, backstage. He was, like, imitating Scott Steiner and had some chicks. So, in the main event, then he had his entrance... Boy, did fucking God! I'm surprised they still like fucking. So they know that women they're valued as being attractive. Then why are they not showing that as much anymore in wrestling? That they even like, they showed in Grayson Waller's entrance, which is kind of cool. He had these chicks that fucking like they're fucking looking like they had like the fucking tights. They had like even freaking the underwear and shit like that. You can see their asses shit. It's like Hooter Girl shit kind of way, like that like that's fucking cool. Like sex sells and shit like that. Yet you refuse to do that with the women. Oh, but because you gotta take them. I don't give a fuck. No one cares about women's goddamn wrestling. And come on, if you want to have women's goddamn wrestling, can you not do what they do even with Toxic Attraction? How is it that with Toxic Attraction they can combine their like great wrestling skills with the hotness, but you can't do that with all the other women? That's what you did back in the day with wrestling, but you can't do that nowadays because I don't fucking know. I would only agree in terms that like because all these fucking women that you have nowadays are not as like they're like literally unattractive as all hell. But seriously, like, come on here. Like, some of these chicks are actually pretty fucking hot. They're like freaking, I believe they're like developmental. Like, they like fucking like in the NHL program or whatever. They're hired by WWE. You know, they're gonna fucking, they're basically in the performance center. Like, they're like their own girls they hired. So, and they look fucking amazing. So hopefully the future is bright for some hot women in wrestling again. Hopefully they do some hot shit with them. But whatever. The main event, Bron Breakker defeats Grayson Waller in a steel cage match to retain the NXT title. Before the match, they had a little brawl outside the cage, but this time this match actually happened. Unlike the stupid women's match. Oh, how dare they not do it? Well, you're getting your women's cage match anyways now at fucking Raw. I hope y'all happy now. That match better not main event the show. Seriously. So yeah, I hope y'all happy, you smarks. This match was fine. It was not a bad match at all. They used the cage a little bit. It's fine. It's just like, it's not as exciting. I'll be honest with you there. Bron Breakker, like, he kind of ripped off Roman Reigns, I'll be honest with you. It's like, this is my dog pound or whatever. It's like, it was basically, it doesn't help that basically Roman delivered the same promo as like beforehand. Like when he was like talking to Sammy on SmackDown. It doesn't help he kind of ripped off a little bit. I mean, whatever. It's just like, this guy didn't really cause much damage for you and you want to fucking legit be angry. It's like, unless like it's like a deep story, why are you that angry with the guy? This guy's just a fucking, you know, cowardly goof and you want to fucking legit like think like this guy like killed your mother or something. Like, seriously. But whatever. He does 2 spears. Yeah, that's the thing about Bron Breakker. Like, I mean, I think the guy needs another finisher in my honest. I mean, he does a good spear. He does a good spear. I'm not denying that. Sure, I mean, that could be his, like, secondary finisher. I mean, sure, definitely one of his finishers should be the fucking camel clutch. But then he had, like, a big power slam move, which is fine. I don't know, like, definitely, I mean, it's just like, wow, it goes to show a lot of wrestlers do spears now. Which I'm happy to, it's like, treat as a finisher. It's just like, I don't know. At least it's a finish. Not like a super kick nowadays, but it is what it is. The match is fine. You know, it was not the worst cage match I've seen. It was definitely far from the best. Definitely what hurt this match is like the lack of kind of like using the cage more. And like, it just felt like really literally a normal match. Like, you have done yourself made better if this match was like some sort of street fight or whatever. And I don't know, the cage somehow lowers. I don't know. But hey, I mean, if they did more to make this like, oh, I mean, sure, the one exciting part that, oh, Grayson Waller was on top of the cage. He was thinking about doing a viral moment elbow drop, but then Bron Breakker stand up. He was going to escape, and then he did a big suplex, which I thought that was cool. So the match was not bad. It's far from the best, and also like, the match is like, you know, whatever. Like, it's a cage match. It's not really that exciting. You can't really expect much from cage matches nowadays in wrestling. To be honest with you. But the match was fine. I'm not trying to complain at all. The match is fine. So overall, the show was okay. I thought the show was okay. Was it worth having a Saturday night show? No. Was it worth, like, I mean, definitely the big positive is that they were in an arena, and I think it would definitely help them in the long run, having this presentation better. And all these people that complain, why wasn't NXT in the Royal Rumble much? Like, did you not see what they did with the women in NXT in a Rumble from NXT? No one knows who the fuck they are. Stop fucking claiming you want the NXT people on the Rumble. No one knows who the fuck they are. Okay, the fucking This is still developmental, like it or not. This is still a developmental brand. It should stay like that unless they're ready to go on the main roster. I don't know why the New Day is still there too. I understand this is also trying to apparently help ratings. Definitely, I think, like, even if the wrestlers, let's say even have like Cena, I think it would be better having him on the show, like in this case now, if this show's gonna be an arena, than just, oh, we're gonna fucking come on this show for some reason, and because you're desperate for ratings, and we're gonna be on this fucking small performance center. I don't know. It's my opinion. Obviously, I don't think the wrestlers should fucking, like, the main roster people should go back. But I do think, like, as long as you do something good, you know that, you know, you're still a developmental brand, but you're trying to fucking do something good, like you're still on TV, and showcase these people to get them ready for the main roster, then I'm all for it. Okay show there. Not the worst show. The matches weren't the worst. It's just like whatever, you know. Definitely better than usual, I would say. I definitely enjoyed this show more than fucking usual past NXT shows. So I'll give it that. So that's all I say, people. Just keep it real. Get your gains. Your clothes magnificently. Spine miss bitches go. Shit, oh shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I lost my gains because of my nose surgery. You know, but I'm gonna come back, man. I'm coming back, man. Shit, you know, get them. But hey, no matter what, man, still like make sure you don't not fat and shit, and I don't know, gay as fuck, and you know, I don't know, eat your meals. Get them, eat your meals by You can get them gains still by keeping up with your meals. Drink your colas magnificently. Spy me some bits go, shit, and you get your chicks in the big black couch for Valentine's Day. I guarantee it. So that's what I say, people. Till next time, peace. Bye.